So, that tweet is still really popular. What are you? Not necessary. Goodbye. No people here yet, so I'm gonna wait until there's people. I know that this was a very last minute decision, snap decision, something like it. So, I should probably just start the actual software. I didn't announce this today because this was a snap decision somewhat. But I do want to get some reading done. It's just the weather today was so bad that I didn't want to really think about what I want to do on the day. Nothing makes sense in my head right now, but it's fine. So, yeah, let's... why is this window always so big when it starts? Hi, Mary! Okay, we've got Mary. What else do you need? We have Mary. We have Mary, that's all we need. Hi there, Mary. I wanna take it slow today. The fragment that I have to read for the snap until the next time is shorter. Hi, Randy! So yeah, the fragment I have to read until next time is shorter than the others before. And I don't want to do the whole thing today. But the thing is also that firstly, Sonic Frontiers came out. So I will want to play this on the weekend. And there's a Splatfest on the weekend, and it's my personal calling to stream every Splatfest ever. I mean, not ever, because there is a few when I already didn't stream. So, but like, I want to stream every Splatfest possible, at least a little bit. So, yeah, I need to keep the weekend free, or at least somewhat free. So I can't just like stream tomorrow and Saturday. So I'll get a little bit of reading done, and then a weekend, we'll see. Squids, hedgehogs, Puyo, who knows? The world is my oyster. Let's get to this. So, before we start here, a sad announcement. I've officially missed the window needed to do the optional assignment where you translate the opening song's lyrics and make a singable translation of the song. I missed the window for that. because I was busy with other stuff. And the thing is, like, I'm doing this course for fun. I don't even really need the points from it. I don't need the credits for this course. I'm doing it because I like it. And I mean, I can still translate the song. Nobody's stopping me. But it still makes me sad because this is such a me thing. I do this stuff usually for fun, but this thing is also I don't actually like the opening song for this game that much. Which is probably why I didn't immediately do it. I don't know, it just doesn't, the flow is weird. I don't know, it feels like the lyrics are forcing themselves into a meter that they weren't meant for. And it kind of made it like less fun than it would have been. Like, I usually when I find anime opening songs I really like, I have them on constant loop. But like this song, it doesn't enter my brain in any way. I was instead completely focused on the Urusei Yatsura 2022 opening song, which is a real banger. But again, I think I'm getting a good grade for this course anyway, because I think I'm putting relatively much effort into it most weeks. And I will try to keep that up and also maybe do some more stuff, but it's just sad because that would have been such a me thing to do, you know? When in the chat, sometimes it do be like that. It will probably be fine. It will be. Anyway, let's get this started. So, when we last left off, Robot Girl had been met with the cruel realities of death, by which I mean she literally saw 3 crucified, burned up skeletons in front of a ruined city. And now we are back here, and she has like regained the ability to walk again after being frozen in place from shock and terror. Well, Jude was like completely calm about it. Now who's the robot here, Jude? Anyway, let's do this. Yeah. I had in the end I had nothing to do. Okay. I ended up patiently waiting until Philia started walking again. So let's do this. The sad music just for a second. Oh, it's a starlit sky. We made our way further into the area outside the city until the skeletons had become nothing but a little dot on the horizon. Oh wait, maybe I mistranslated that. Hang on. Oh, okay, yeah, I got this word wrong. Let me get this word right. Hang on. Okay, yeah, okay, okay, this is worse than I thought. Let's continue this. We went further into the area outside the city, and as we did, skeletons would appear here and there in various places. Here's Philia. Were those people also executed? I think uh Konad Chitakawa let me I don't want to make a mistranslation again, so I want to make sure that I'm translating this right. Yeah, okay, I think I got this right. Okay. The signs would point to it. They would point to it? Just looking at them, one would think that they died of natural causes. Okay, I got it wrong. Okay, explain to me. What did I get wrong there? Okay. Hang on. Okay, let me try to translate this again. Sorry, this is difficult. Were these people also executed? I think those guys probably didn't end up being executed. Didn't end up being? If you looking at them, one could tell that they died of natural causes. It didn't seem like these had been executions. Some of them might have starved, others might have died of sickness. They might have just wasted away because of sparsities, or maybe there was a war here. They starved? There might have been some territorial disputes here, and when they lost the territory, they also lost their source of food. That is a pretty common cause for scenes like this. Alright, let's stay here for now. Once I have assured myself that there was no danger of anything collapsing or enemies approaching, I entered a building close by. Hang on. Oof. The translation here in this part is like a little bit harsher than before, but it's fine. It's completely fine. Oh, by the way, have you guys heard that? Have you guys heard that apparently the Japanese translation of Sonic Frontiers, because the script was written in English, the original script was written in English, apparently the Japanese translation is so awkward that Japanese fans are actively switching to the English dub because the Japanese isn't bearable. Because it seems like the translators really didn't know what to do with the complexity of the script. It's interesting. So, let's do this. Okay. There's some really complex words in this part. At least for me. Maybe I'm just dumb. I hope I'm not just dumb. I hope those are actually complex words and I'm not just making a fool out of myself. I think this is Philia's theme, what we're hearing right now, because this tends to play when she's doing something interesting. Oh, I just accidentally skipped over something. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Af- After the experience we just had, it took an entire evening for Philia to somewhat recover. I I tried to splurge a, tried to splurge a little with the dinner. I made pasta. I made a bean soup. Made corned beef. It ended up being a rather lavish dinner that we could enjoy. After after dinner, Philia just turned her head towards the window and looked outside into the into the dark uh into the darkness outside. Do you have night vision capabilities? No? Then can you even see anything out there? The night. Why is she suddenly being so poetic? you know, your terminal has a night vision feature. Don't you want to try it out? Oh, it does. It is honestly not that impressive a function. Not much better than a toy. Wow, the terminal sure is convenient. It can do so many things. It's so convenient because I made it so. When you use the camera of the terminal, you could change the lighting of what was being shown. With using that, you should be able to make out things even in the darkness of the town outside. Hang on. It wasn't much, but it should at least be enough to distract her something from what she's just gone through. Oh, I can see something. Make sure that you don't uh, give out of any light. We don't want to be discovered after all. Okay. But if you see anything interesting or anything strange or anything that might be dangerous, please tell me, okay? Sure. Hang on. Ah. I was slowly getting the hang of how to comfort her. All you had to do was give her a task to occupy herself with. That is how we mentioned how we. This is how we managed to make it to the township without any further incident, and make it to the um, southern mountains. Hang on, there's a word here, a katakana word that I don't know. He uses those a lot. Oh, okay. Out there we won't be lacking in wild game or in water. And once we make it past the mountains, we will end up in a high plateau where there shouldn't be too many obstacles for us. Then we just have to go straight ahead and make it to the next where the next checkpoint is waiting for us. I thought I would be risking my life on this journey. But so far it has been fairly pleasant, and we've been able to avoid any greater troubles. As I was sorting through my thoughts like this, Philia talked to me. Jude, there's children! What? There's children here! Oh. Mary in the chat, Jude, don't say that, you're gonna jinx it, he already did. I approached the window. Where? Further down in the city. Underneath the city. Further down underneath the city. I changed the lighting on the terminal until I could see what was reflected on the image on it as brightly as if it was bright daylight. I let the data from Philia's terminal flow over to mine to check that I was actually looking at the same place as her. You're right. There was a child there. It looks like Namine. She looks like Namine. I'm just saying. It was a girl. She was too far away from us to see her face clearly. However, I could see that her clothes were in tatters. All she was wearing on her was a dress that was ripped up in several places. Hang on, I need the word. I need to look up a word here. She was she was gazing down onto the lower layers of the city. Hang on. Basil. Okay. I don't know what this means. Was this a basal rim? I don't know what a basal rim is. What is a basal rim? Somebody explain the basal rim to me. I am very confused. Let me look it up. Why am I getting stuff about the liver? I don't understand. Kitebo. Okay. Okay. What do you mean? Yeah, but what does this mean? What is a basal rim? Base edge? I have no idea. Help! What is he trying to say? Mary in the chat, Basal Rim is the unreleased cooking show spin-off of Pacific Rim. Okay, I'm just gonna be the pigeon meme now. Is this a Basal Rim? Anyway, let's continue. I give up. Why does he talk like this? Petition to make Philia into the narrator. What is a narrator? Yeah, petition to make Philia into the narrator. She's better at this. 少女のほど近くでは大きな縄が入り内部空間が Okay. Okay. Close by to the girl, there was a huge, I think it means rope ladder. A whole huge rope ladder was running up. Wait, is this rope ladder? I'm not sure. It's something with rope. Oh, crack! It means cracks. Okay, close to where the girl was. Huge cracks were running up the outside space. And there was some dew on some of the, and there were some parts where there was dew on them. Why is it so hard? I wondered if this was somewhere close to. I wondered if this was somewhere close to the maintenance area where I was letting my imagination run wild earlier in the same day. I was wondering if that girl hadn't come through from there. She was very far up. It at least several tens of meters, so that if she were to fall down, she would definitely at least break a leg. And yet the girl seemed completely calm up there. She seemed used to it, as if this was something she was doing every day. Hi, Ilu! What is she doing there? She isn't doing anything. She's just looking. She clearly hadn't noticed us so far. Her gaze into the distance remained firm. Oh wait, but no, what it said is like she didn't meet eyes with us. Ah! Oh no, I remembered that I had put up a fire at night. If if it had anything to do with the place where I put up the fire earlier, it wouldn't be strange that she was gazing at it right now. I then saw how the girl appeared to be turning a glance somewhat in our direction. I wish we could get away from here as quickly as possible. Huh? Why? If we are discovered, somebody might capture us. Ah, you worry too much. No, I worry about the exactly right things to worry about. It's gonna be fine. Two types of people. Philia couldn't understand it. She didn't even want to understand it. Let's try and move to a different building. Huh? Oh, come on, that shouldn't be too much to do for you. Are you sure that this is necessary? It's just a kid. Yes, and kids usually have parents. Philia closed her mouth. Parents usually also had neighbors. And if they had neighbors, then that might be an entire gathering of people who might not be especially happy to have invaders in their territory. We can't be sure that she has. Philia, listen to me. You promised to follow what I say. All right. Mary in the chat, Philia, honey, I love you, but please. Yeah, pretty much. We gathered up our belongings and left the building. I actually wanted to avoid having to move in the middle of the night. But as always, my over careful nature had saved me several times before, many times before. I wonder why that girl was up there. Was she trying to get down from there? Oh yeah, she was definitely trying to get down from there. We ended up talking about a lot of stuff. I wasn't trying to let my guard down. So actually I wasn't planning on conversing too much. Great. Just one hour, just 1 hour before the dawn would break, I finally managed to calm down somewhat. Hey, can we sleep until noon? Yeah. I had the same plan actually. He kept them up all night because of a girl. I mean, I understand it, but still. However, I suddenly woke up without even knowing how late it was. And then I couldn't get back to bed anymore. Damn it! Philia, 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 who was supposed to be a machine, actually managed to sleep through calm and peacefully and all the way until noon. Oh! Welcome intruders. That sounds promising. We were back on the move in the afternoon. Randy in the chat. Oh, how welcoming the title is. Hi, Maddie. What you've missed, so basically they were camping in a building at night, and Philia managed to discover a girl in the distance sitting on a ledge close to the inner city. So there's actually people here. We know that there's people here now because there was a girl there. In the afternoon we were back on the move. Philia was constantly looking over to the city. That girl isn't there anymore. Yes, and if she were, we would be in trouble. Hey, are you sure we can't walk a little bit closer to over there? Maddie in the chat, and now they're gonna find them if the title means anything. What fun! No, we can't.フィリアも無理を言えば俺が強説することはしたか銃が言ってこない。無理を言えばフィリアも無理。I wasn't entirely sure if what I was trying to tell Philia was actually sinking in for her, or if she just refused to understand it. Now that I had seen this girl, I was absolutely sure that I didn't want to approach that city at all anymore. Even if we had to take a little detour, I had to get out of here. Hang on. I do not know this word. Wait, this is wrong. Let's try this again. I'm not fast enough. It always tries to give me a kanji that it is not. There we go, this is the correct. Oh, however, I had made a grave miscalculation. Oh, that sounds great. Damn it. I hate this. We found our way blocked by a barricade. Hey, what's that? I assume the people who live here have put this up. The barricade was built out of metal and wood, a metal fence and wood. It looked as if it had been a few decades since it had first been put up. Based on what it was made of, it looked like it had been a few decades since it had been put up. Are we gonna hide? It's still fine right now. Nobody's here. Mary in the chat, comforting words to hear in this situation. This had been built by human hands. It was clearly meant to keep off invaders from the outside. It was rather sturdy looking. Ah, it looked like, from the looks of it, not even a single mouse would be able to slip through it. Of course, with the weapons we carried on us, we might be able to destroy it, but that would make horrible noise, and that would cause trouble. Also, if you destroyed it, you would put everybody living here in danger. You tool. That was my opinion. That was nobody's on-screen saying. Anyway, let's continue. As the path before us was closed, we had no other choice but to go back the way that we came and select a different route. Going through the town, we ended up finding oh, I think I know what it means. A sewer. I think it's sewer, yeah. Water was coming up from beneath. It might be possible to move through here. If we took this path, we might We might be harder to see from human eyes. Is this a river? It is rather old, at least. Let's go to here. Okay. At first, everything was going well. Okay, okay. But then the omens started to worsen. It seemed that sewers were extending into the underground. Oops, you're accidentally entering! Oh dear. Before we knew it, we were suddenly in the darkness of an underground pathway. Walking in the darkness of an underground pathway. Maddie chat, the omens are not good. Hey, Jude? Yes? Did we lose our way? Yes, we've lost our way. Oh dear! The reason was that the map that we had created was absolutely not sufficient to move down here. Let us retreat for now. Mary in the chat, oh, this just keeps getting worse, how lovely! I was trying to make the call as quickly as possible so we wouldn't end up getting into a before we could end up getting into a situation where we might be risking our lives. Huh? At that end? But why? Wendy in chat, nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Princess Madeline, this is what happens when you don't ask for directions, Jude. Mary in the chat, this is the kind of tunnel that would have a ghost in it. we had been walking straight ahead and we're now walking straight back, and yet we somehow ended up in a complete cul-de-sac. Our map showed that this was just a one-way street, but there must have been a fork in the road somewhere on the way that we didn't notice. Damn it! We need to find a path back to the surface and to orient ourselves and see where we are. There's a ladder here. Speak of the devil? Okay, let's go out here. Princess Madeline, gotta admit, getting lost on a one-way road is impressive. Well, he said that there probably was a fork that he didn't notice. We were supposed to come out at the surface, but for that it was plenty dark. Oh no! Huh? What's going on? Judged by how far we have gone, we should definitely have ended up back on the surface. But we're still in some sort of closed space here. I thought that what we had gone through was some sort of inspection door for for maintenance workers. But instead, we ended up inside of some sort of building. Maybe this was also some sort of maintenance space. I tried to gather information about our surroundings. There were giant pillars all around us, standing, many of them. Oh, what? What? He's measuring them? Okay. Okay, their estimated diameter was 23.17 meters. 23 point. Why is this necessary information for you? I remembered that the previous day I had seen something quite similar. Princess Madeline, that's ridiculously precise. He was probably using his terminal, but still. Looks like we somehow ended up entering the inside city. The base of the inside city. Oh dear. I had a feeling that something like this would be possible, but Maddie in the chat. Oh right, he has future surveillance tech. Yep, he does. Hang on. Okay, structure. にそのことがあるのかと思ったが、年をI had been considering that this might be possible, but I had no idea how the base that controls the inner city might connect to the underground earth in any way. How the structures of it might connect, the architectural stuff, right? What does this mean? Oh, okay. I thought that it might be like an iceberg, and that the lower structure is far more sprawling than what you see on the surface. Wow, you're right. There's so many pillars here. The pillars were so big that I didn't know how many adults it would take reaching hands to make a circle around them. like connecting hands to make a circle around them. There were several hundreds of them all around us, lined up neatly. The hall in which we were was very wide. There was almost no light here. It was like we were in some dark forest. The basal structure of the city was even more far-reaching and sprawling than I could have imagined. Big iceberg! We had no choice but to keep going. This is our only path right now. Stay close to me. A dark forest. Even for me, this okay. It was like made for me. But the moment we stepped inside, I was taken over by hang on. I was taken over by a cold shiver down my spine. That was I couldn't explain in any scientific manner. My senses weren't picking up anything. Maybe I was probably just imagining it. But I could feel it. Oh, new music! I was feeling as if the city itself was wary of me. I felt as if I was being watched by people or something else I didn't know. But I've felt this before. I'd had experience with being observed. It was almost as if there were surveillance devices watching us all around. I have a bad feeling about this. Huh? Philia didn't seem to notice anything wrong. She just kept turning around confused and looking. In other words, she was acting like a human and I was acting like a machine. Interesting that he points this out. I want a screenshot of this. Hi, Dragon Kid. Dragon Kid in the chat. Hello, Nanny. Hello, chat. And hello, unknown Japanology professor. Hi, professor. Anyway, I want a screenshot of this. I'm taking a screenshot. Wait. Will it let me take a screenshot without tweeting? I don't want to tweet. I know that you die if I tweet. Anyway, I'm just gonna save just to be sure. I'm saving here just to be sure. And I guess I have to do the tweet function to take a screenshot of this. I want to take a screenshot of this and you can't stop me, game. Oh, it works! It actually works! Mary in the chat, welp, it's not even subtext anymore. Agreed. This is very obvious now. Oh, the tweet function froze. What a surprise. I think I got my screenshot though. I don't know why this game doesn't like using the tweet function. Or whatever. I guess I have to close it. But I saved, so it's fine. I saved. It's fine. It's fine. I can just... This is fine. Let me just quickly load again. Oh, it's big again. Make the window small. I got my screenshot though. Load. Here we go. We're back. So, Princess Madeline called out. Drank it. Oh, how the turds have tabled. Princess Madeline. Also, yeah, they put it in plain text just in case you didn't get it before now. Lol. Aren't we gonna keep walking? She was staring at me because I'd frozen up and wasn't walking anymore. I'm gathering information about our surroundings. It's easier to do when I'm standing. If we want to leave here, we might have to go through the pillars. This underground space was far too wide. And no matter how far I was scanning, I couldn't find any way to the surface. But instead, I found more maintenance paths inside, maintenance doors outside on the outside of the pillars. There's stairs inside. We can use that to get to the surface. Okay. I'm going up ahead. I will make sure that it is safe, and then I'm gonna use the terminal to call you. Then you come after me. Shouldn't we go together? No, I have to make absolutely sure. There's a chance that something might happen. But I didn't know what would happen. Would we get attacked? If we did, then that would mean my death. And if Philia was with me at that time, she would get caught up in the attack and die together with me. Well, yeah, but if you died, then I don't think she'll survive without you, dude. Dude. I had decided the plan that I did in order to avoid that scenario. Basically, you don't want baby to die. I get it. Oh, what is wrong? That is when I noticed it. That I was worried. That my anxiety was caused by worry. If I died here, it would all be over. And then there wouldn't be no point in any security precautions I took for the case. It wouldn't make any difference. It didn't make a difference if she broke or if she got away. It wouldn't make a difference to me. And yet, without even realizing it, unconsciously, I had decided on a way of handling this that gave her a chance to get away. He's shocked because he wanted babies to survive. Drankit, we've come a long way from this machine as a perversion of humanity. I will get rid of her as soon as possible. We really have. When I realized this for the first time, I found myself thinking just how terrifying these AE type androids actually are. Even me, even someone like me, got so attached to her. Even me, who from the time that he was little always had a small terminal in his hand and was reading everything in the database in it from morning to evening. I had so much knowledge, so much skill. All these scientific rules and orders that I knew about. But I was looking at it all as if they were magic spell books. Hang on. Oh, come on! Don't be like that, dude. Okay. Among the things that I'd read about back then was talk about a specific kind of parasite. One that controlled its host. Okay, whoever wrote this has definitely played The Last of Us. I'm sorry, there's absolutely no way. Now he's talking about the mushrooms that brain control you, and this entire story is that this guy has played The Last of Us. I'm sorry. But... a parasite that controlled its host and would in the end even drive it towards suicide. Was I being manipulated in much the same way right now? Was I just a victim of the evil whims of whoever had once, a long time ago, constructed Philia? Princess Madeline, oh, I thought he was about to call Philia a mind-controlling parasite. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Yeah. On second thought, let's go together. Well, he's really trying to not be dead. Really? Yeah. You're going to regret everything, dude. She's my cargo. I can't forget that. I held my breath in more than one way and started to climb the long stairs. Dragon Kid in the chat, are we sure the game isn't secretly called Watashi Tachi no Saigo? I see what you did there. When the place we arrived at was a single long hallway. At its very end was a ladder to the surface. Hi, Novastar! Drankin, I hope the translation is somewhat correct. Well, I definitely got the pun. I definitely got what you were getting at, don't worry. That is how it kept going on. That door is broken. Hang on. Oh? Oh, somebody has welded it shut using tools. I wonder if it was done from this side. Oh, somebody has welded the doors here shut. Interesting. In other words, this is the same route that other people have taken before in order to intrude into the inner city. Hey Jude, there's a door over here that's not open. Yes, there's no electricity running there. That's why it won't open. Hang on. Machine. Equipment. If we had sufficiently powerful equipment, it would be another story. I kept scanning for enemies as I stayed on high alert and proceeded onwards. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! As we kept proceeding on like this, again and again, skeletons and other dead bodies would be lying or rolling around in our path. Why? I tried to ignore them. I lowered the levels of the scanner. And instead started walking faster. Oh dear. We found a staff elevator. But obviously we didn't use it. But obviously it wasn't usable. Mary in the chat, I guess skeletons don't count as dead bodies. I mean, they do. But the point is, it's not only... God damn it. We found another staircase and proceeded on up ahead. Where do you think we'll end up? Probably in the lowest level of the city. You mean where we saw that girl? I wonder about that. Hey, there's light! Philia saw it before me. Where she was pointing, I saw a small glint of light. Wow! There was a gigantic gate in front of us. Hang on. Why is the music in this so good? The music reminds me of JRPGs, I have to say. Tachimabushi. Oki-san. Oh, okay. It was so gigantic that I was dazzled dazzled and in awe at its size. And then, behind us, there was a cliff. Several tens of meters underneath us, I could see the living districts, the living districts sprawl out. We sure are high up. Do we have any tools that we can use to get down from here? Nothing that would work this far up. Which meant that our only choice was to go back and look for another way. But I didn't want to go back. Maybe our only real choice was to try and enter the city. We could try get to the city until we ended up at that gate we'd seen. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, no, I got it wrong. In order to get into this, I stood in front of the gate, in front of that gate that led into the city. It was closed, so we couldn't go through. I wondered if in the era of decline, the city was sealed off from going in or out. Huh? Philia, who had been looking at the when I examined the gate, Philia suddenly raised her voice with a little yelp. Hey, Jude! There's somebody sleeping here. No, that's... But I didn't even have the time to stop speaking when she came leaping over to me. I couldn't even stop speaking before she started running over there. In all honesty, when it came to people, she just lost all sense of reason. Philia skipped right until she stood right in front of the person she'd found. When she tried to talk to them, she suddenly ended up seizing up in surprise. Because I had already expected this, I was rather leisurely in my walk. There was a single man sitting there, with his back turned towards the gate, as if he was leaning against it. He was wearing a military uniform. There was absolutely no sense of life from him. Yeah. Oh! Oh no! His head came off and tumbled down to the ground. Mary in the chat, oh no, he's dead! You think? Dragon Kid, because it's a Japanese visual novel, I have yet to encounter one of them with bad music. That's fair. Oh no! It struck up against a rifle that was lying close by and came to an halt. Randy in the chat, F. Dragon Kid, he got the mommy treatment. There were several other skeletons lying around as well. There were traces here of a heavy gun battle with heavy gunfire. A small machine. There was a small machine and something similar to a picking seal that had his name strung around his belly. I had a good idea of what had happened here. In other words, they'd made it up until here, but that was as far as they got. They ran out of strength. There were several devices strewn all across here that seemed as if they were meant to open the gate by melting the metal. But they were way too small to actually fulfill this goal. They hadn't thought their plan through enough, and this is what they got for it. Princess Madeline, she just wanted to help, yep. After all, it is a very big gate. Much higher than any of the buildings, much taller than any of the buildings underneath us. Oh! Wait, I need to look this up. But yeah, Nephilia, you should probably get used to dead bodies by now, I think. The huge gate was apparently meant for vehicles. On both sides of it, there were also smaller human-sized stores. Major? Hang on. Oh, okay. Major. When I tried to examine them, the the terminal told me that they were made of materials that had been very common back at the time. Osaraku manga kara kiru kara. Since the electricity was probably coming from inside the town, we should perhaps be able to use the controls in there if we're, as long as they still work. Maybe. Rather than returning to the narrow hallways in which we could barely even scan for enemies, it would probably be safer to move to the city, where we could see anything with the naked eye. Maybe. He isn't even sure about it, but I get the feeling that he wants to go into the city because he's interested in the city, so he's trying to explain it to himself. Like, he's trying to justify it to himself why they're not going back. He just wants to go into... I feel that he's kind of trying to justify it to himself. Well, we're in a bind here. Both of our options are rather risky. Oh, Philia! Philia had suddenly disappeared. Oh no! I checked my logs. Okay, Philia's heat reading was right behind me until just 17 seconds ago. Okay. She had touched the gate with her hand. When she did that, the gate must have opened for just a short moment. Philia must have seen something beyond it and have squeezed herself through. And then, after she went through, the gate immediately shut again. For the short moment that the gate was open, a lot of information had come through to my terminal from it, and the terminal had recorded it all. It was just a little amount of informations. With the filters that I had set, they didn't alarm the informations that I got didn't alarm me. But after I looked through the scan history, I understood what had happened. It was that girl again. I had no proof that it was the exact same person that we'd seen the other day, but but there was a strong heat reading that must have come from another person from the other side the moment that Philia went through the door. From a person that, according to the readings, must have been just a little more than 10 years old. And it was running, almost as if it was trying to get away from Philia. That was all I could see from the recordings. I grabbed onto the door. Oh, there's the master key again! Oh, do you remember the master key? It's back again! The master key from the very first chapter is back in action. Mary in the chat, Princess Madeline, you gotta watch your dang kids. Mary in the chat, Philia disappears like some ninja the moment you blink because she says something interesting. She really is a real girl. She absolutely is. Okay. I started digging through my resources as quickly as possible until I had the master key gripped in my hand. Oh. It didn't even take 3 seconds for the door to open. Well, that was easy. There was sunlight shining through the buildings all around. It was bright. Wait, was it bright or was it what? Wait, the kanji look so similar. Help me. Okay. The sunlight that was coming through was being blocked by the... Oh, I get it. The sunlight coming through was being blocked by the buildings all around, so it was dark. Dark, not bright. I'm bad at this. Continuing. There was a countless number of tall buildings all around, but in the margin between them, okay. The high buildings all around were bathed in the light, but the narrow streets in the margin between them were squeezed in so tightly and so all surrounded all by them to the point that almost none of the light got to the ground. I'm summarizing it kind of here. So this must have been the slums of the city. Moto. Moto wa 超広いの広の In the in a space that must have been a somewhat broad road a long time ago, there were a lot of small huts and tents set up. Tents set up. Hang on. Okay, we're talking trickle down economics now. そこから落ちてくるわすかな. Yeah, this is just poverty in its purest form. Interesting. Oh my god, it's even talking about capitalism. Oh no! Oh no! We are in. Oh dear! We've entered the capitalism section of the story. This must have been the place where the meager benefits that dropped down from the upper class were being split up. Were being split up as according to the tenets of capitalism. Princess Madeline, if Jude starts talking about how cool capitalism is, don't worry, he's not. But who cares about that right now? I need to get to chase after Philia. Philia is an android, so I can't simply follow the scent of human sweat. What? Oh, I can't sense the... I don't know, he's talking like he's a bloodhound hunting for humans, but he's saying that girl, on the other hand, is much easier to sense. I don't know, are you a dog? Dude, are you a dog? Princess Madeline too, are you a dog, good sir? Mary in the chat, we briefly interrupt this visual novel to bring you Professor Jude's seminar on capitalism. Drankit, does he think of capitalism as some old religion? Look, I'm just translating on the fly. He didn't even say sweat, he was just like the scent of humans. Maybe he was just talking about her aura. Like Japanese sometimes does this, use the term scent like aura, but like... Are you a psychic? Can you just feel humans? I don't know what he's trying to get at. God damn it. Anyway, he's trying to... What is... Okay. I tried to trace the remaining particles of scent. Okay, if you say so, good sir. There were 2 traces left on the floor. One of them was already in the data. It seemed that Philia really was chasing after that gold. Philia does leave a trace, you dude! Drankit, well, maybe as a Navi persona and Philia as an anti-shadow weapon, we're in persona now. Mary, he's just likes being poetic. Either that or he's a Jedi. Maybe he's a Jedi. Princess Madeline, I guess Jude's trying to forcibly remind himself that she's a machine and he's definitely not attached, so trying to track her like a human will absolutely not work. Yeah, I agree with you. It's, what the hell is going on? Deva, Yuka Satiki mo. The scans that I was using were walking outside in the wild field, but in here they barely could get through anything. Butsuriteki. Wait, hang on, I need to find girl again. Girl disappeared. Have you seen my girl? Ah, I get it. Okay, I get it. It would have been very helpful to have a more physical trace of the two of them. When I was in my teens. Okay, when I was in my teens, I was going through the I was just throwing myself at any enemy that I saw without abandon, and knew no fear. But I was different now. With my hand wrapped around my rifle, so hard that it almost hurt. I walked on forwards and found Philia standing there, frozen up like a deer in headlights. Philia! Oh, Jude, you came! Oh! Oh no! Oh no, that's so cute! Help! Oh, I need to make sure that I got this right. Yeah, I think I got this right. Oh dear. Oh no, it's okay. I didn't get it right. I grabbed her by the lapel. That is not as cute as I thought it was. Okay, never mind. I grabbed her by her collar. I held on so tightly that I was almost squeezing it together. But the moment when I felt almost like I wanted to punch her in the face, my head cooled. I dropped my arms. Sorry. Are you angry at me? Ah! Thanks, Randy. Thanks, Randy, for deleting the bot. Dragon Kid, Nanny dying from cuteness overload and we're dying from earache. I'm sorry! Yeah, okay, that was not as cute as I thought it would be. Sometimes bots look like things that they aren't until you think about it. No. But... Okay. Okay. It's alright. This was an administrative issue on my side. Elo in the chat. Begone, bot! Let's hurry and get away from here. wait! That girl was here! And she was running away from you, wasn't she? Yeah, that's why I was chasing her all this way. I wanted to talk to her a little. I'm sorry, but please get that out of your head. But she went right in there. Hey, can we really not just talk to her? Maybe she doesn't have any parents. Maybe she doesn't have any parents. It's so dangerous out here if you don't have, if you're all on your own. Can't we just take her with us? Philia. I was too out of breath to even try to explain it to her. I just want to do my job. So, why does she have to make me feel like this? She's just my cargo. So, why? The fact that Philia was talking to me like a normal person was messing with my priorities. You have to let this go, Philia. But do you think you can't help her? No, I can't. I don't think you're right there. I'm sure it would be fun to travel together as a group of three. Mary in the chat, how dare this child cause me to experience emotion? We need to get away from here right now. If this girl tells the other people that are here about us, then we're going to get attacked. Philia gave me a worried face. But we could just talk to them. Then they'd get it. No, we can't. It's not this easy, you know. Suddenly I heard a sound as if something was cutting through the air. Oh, it's a dart. An arrow came flying through the air and hit Philia's shoulder. Huh? Oh. It wasn't strong enough to pierce it, however, and instead bounced off and fell to the floor. Well, she was lucky there. Hang on, I'm so bad at using this thing. Okay. I could see some slight pollution on the arrowhead. But I don't think it's too bad. It's just a little bit. It's not too bad. 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 Oh! There was some sort of liquid attached to it. It was poison. It probably wouldn't have any effect on an android. I was looking for the enemy. You can't know that this doesn't have an effect on her. Oh god, is she poison proof? Is she poison proof? Somebody tell me that baby is poison proof, please. And Princess Madeline, I was gonna say something like time to learn if Philia can be poisoned before he said it bounced off her. We'll see, we'll see. Kyojo. Thanks to the sabotage that were our surroundings, the night vision image didn't give me the information that I needed to take the care that I wanted to. Where was it? I was letting the barrel of my gun wander. This is what I got for being so reliant. This is what I got for being so reliant on my high-tech gear. There! Several stories are... Oh, wait. Nakasora no. Okay. Biru no gai. There were several men standing on on an iron plate that was just as high up as the stairs on the sides of the buildings. I had expected something like this, but even so. I'd expected something like this, but even so. Okay. I had expected something like this, but even so, this was a shockingly grave sight for me. Io no futai. The appearance of the man was rather strange. Oops. I need to make this window smaller. Hang on. Better. Okay. しがたい。みーかん。Okay, their attires were just begging for description. But what I can say in any case is that the appearance that they gave off was not rather peaceful. They seemed much more prepared for battle. They didn't have any fire weapons. But they had short blades and bows on them. Oh, they were still civilized, but had turned. But they were still. These people were still civilized, but had turned towards savage ways. Savage. Okay, thank you, Jude, for your not requested opinion. Thank you. Well, we're hearing some steps. I need to type better. I had no idea if they were just trying to intimidate us or give each other signs. But the men started marching with loud steps that made the ground shake. Princess Madeline, I mean, you kind of broke into the home. Yeah, he did. And as if in reply, there were also heavy footstep sounds coming flooding from the other side to which they were turning. Oh, okay, more arrows. Okay, several more arrows came flying. They weren't terribly accurate shots, but even so, we couldn't let our guard down. Shoot, those are arrows! Can you run? Yeah. Yes, but why? Oh, it's battle music. It's JRPG battle music. I'm sorry, I need to. Fortunately, Philia wasn't complaining, or wasn't in pain or complaining. Let's go! Back the way we came! But that girl! I'm sorry, I need to jam out to that music for a moment. I kind of wish this was an RPG now. If I could fight to this, that would be badass. I'm sorry, I think it's too easy to tell what kind of music I like. Oh, the drums are so good here. Mary in the chat. Jude, why are we running? Because there's boss music playing. That means we get the hell out of here. I love this song. Yeah, this is like the sort of music I listen to in my spare time. Drank it, clearly German folk music. Oh, shut up! Shut up! Let me just check something real quick. Princess Madeline, it's okay, Nanny. I only listen to video game music. Fair. Let's continue. I didn't have to indulge this. I ignored her. Philia was running way too slowly. I think Jude would rather be escorting Sonic the Hedgehog right now. Drankit, okay, now I'm kinda curious about your hardcore playlist. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff like this on my playlist. When I turned around, I saw that there were 3 men chasing after us. We still were on distance from each other. We didn't have to engage them in combat. I turned my attention back to the path we were running. Ah! Hang on. I will definitely mention this song when I do the recap. This song is important to mention. I love it. Oh. When we turned around the corner, Philia struck up against it. Kaeshi no tsuita. Oh! Okay, Philia was caught when we turned around the corner. As a hunting spear with a hook on it, caught up against... was caught in her... Oh! In the straps around her neck. Oh dear, oh no! Maybe she should not have been wearing this dress, just saying. Yeah. Was caught up around the straps around her neck and... Oh, okay. And she was dragged off to an outer staircase. Oh dear! Up there were 2 men. They were hard at work pulling Philia up to where to the floor they were on. Let her go! The two of them attacked us. Oh, they held a butcher, they held a firewood cutting axe and a machete in their hands. I turned my gun towards them and shot. Straight ahead. The men howled like beasts. And immediately fell. I gave some additional shots to take them any strength to assist. Even so, they refused to die right away and kept struggling along. Those were apparently they were the types that wouldn't give up until I gave them the death blow with a straight headshot. He really says headshot. He said headshot. What is this gamer? What? However, even so, they couldn't fight anymore. I let them run away. I took Philly off the hook that had caught her. And turned my gaze towards the man above us. Princess Madeline going for the double tap, yeah. The men were rushing around the outer staircases. See ya, Dragon Kid, later, bye-bye. I won't stay up too late, don't worry. Damn it! I shot several more shots out above our heads. Tachirobi. Oh wait, that's the wrong G. I shot a few more shots above our heads, but the men didn't even shrink away. That bullets didn't even reach nearly far enough to even get to their feet. I was looking for a way to get a hold of those staircases. Så det var ju. That way I would be able to freely move around the buildings. These men these men were these men were running above up there as if they were monkeys, monkeys trying to living in the trees. Give me a break! I shot a grenade bullet in at the wall of a building close to them. Through the hole that made, I could enter the building. See you, Elu! I didn't even have the time to check if it was safe if it was safe. I simply plunged inside without any further care. I leapt up the stairs, dragging Philia along me, and came up several floors like this. It was almost strange how empty of humans that building felt. Maybe they had already used all their ammunition. Or maybe they were trying to find a way to they were trying to find a way to a different floor that connects here. It was the barricade. It was a barricade. Oh wait, I'm not sure what that was. Var det bitsene fra Nitsa Nagaru? Okay, hang on. I'm doing a thing. Okay, never mind. I'm doing it like this. Whew. I'm not going for much further today. We've already done like 2 hours. And usually these streams don't take that long, so I should have done the most of it already. But yeah, I'm using like image recognition here because I want to know what this means now. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All the supplies that had been here had already been looted, but I need to make sure that I understand what it means. but every single path that was led to another floor was blocked with trash of all sorts. Okay, I get it now. Why does he talk like this? This was a barricade, which meant that I was on the right track to find them. I shot a second grenade bullet towards the barricade. Okay, so we have like a PSA announcement system that is cutting out at several points, but what it is saying is basically was detected in this immediate evacuation is being requested. Please do not the elevator. I repeat, and was detected in. So it goes on like. This recording played alongside with the siren that went off. Gengo Moiman. Ah, I see. The data was rather corrupt, and the language was unfamiliar. The language used was quite different from what was common these days as well, so I couldn't quite understand everything. Okay, so the points that were blanked out weren't because she wasn't talking, but because he couldn't understand it because it was a different language from what he spoke. Interesting. However, I understood what it meant. Security machines might come here every moment now. We had to hurry. With the barricade shot apart, I moved to the other side. For a moment, I felt a powerful, unusual. I smelled a powerful, unusual scent. Oh, okay, it was okay. No, he said I sensed something powerful and unusual. These were people. I don't know. Is he a bloodhound? I was back in a rather bright space. All four walls around me were windows, and and light was flooding inside from outside. From the tiled floors and the wood furniture, I could tell that this used to once be an office building. Okay. Whew. I love this song. It's giving me power to power through this. I will probably stop after this song ends. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought it said. In complete disharmony with this clean and with this clean and neat space. There were several rather primitive items strewn all across the place. In other words, he's like, oh look, this wonderful modern building. Oh no, the cavemen have invaded it. His mindset again. Kiln? What a kiln? I don't know what a kiln is. Explain that to me. What is a kiln? Google, tell me what is kiln. Why does this game keep to... Okay. Thermally... A kiln is a thermally insulated chamber, a type of oven that produces temperatures sufficient to complete some process, such as hardening, drying, or chemical changes. Kilns have been used for millennia to turn objects made from clay into pottery. Okay, Princess Madeline, a kiln is a furnace for clay. Maddie is much faster for this than Wikipedia. Okay, I get it now. There were things that looked like kilns made from stone. There were shelves and tables that were made from cables and pipes. There were chairs that were made of tires. I was getting a warning that my terminal was almost out of battery. We had been up so long and there had been so much data coming in that before I had known it, we'd almost completely drained the battery. Oh wait, no, it's Stefan. Yeah. Oh, I get it. My battery let out a long working tone. All at once, a lot of information came flooding in at once, and was giving. Even the enemy scan function was working again. They're inside this building. I hope that's correct. Princess Madeline, he gets low battery warnings so often, it might be time for a new one. I think at this point it is because there was... Oh, it's because of the light. It's because of the light, I get it now. Like, the battery is like recharging now because they're finally back in the light. I get it. Okay, that makes sense. 空間に囲れた者たちが Okay. So I immediately detected several people who were hiding in all around in the office space. Were they lingering here in order to attack me once I went through? went on distance, pointed my gun, and pointed the barrel straight at them. There were 3 men ahead of me. They let out a short scream and then fell over. In order to stop all their moves, I shot further additional shots in. Other people came in from different spaces as well. Leaping in from different spaces as well. They were all men equipped for battle. Without even a moment of hesitation, I shot them in the head. Boom! Headshot! God damn it! Holy fuck! The man that saw what was happening, tried to dodge my shots and ran. Okay, so they still have Philia. I got that wrong before. They still have Philia. Okay, I get it. I get it. They still have Philia. Okay. According to the information, they were taking Philia further into the inside. Okay, that makes sense of this. I was getting several unknown life form readings from inside there. I was advancing further in from there on. Machi. Okay, what's this? Machi? In a room where there were not that many people waiting to ambush me. Okay, I get it. In rooms where there were not that many people waiting to ambush me, I was using my gun. And in the rooms where a huge number of people were waiting, I was using the grenades. In order to incapacitate them. In my entire career as a courier so far, I'd never gotten caught up in this big an attack before. In an attack of this scale before. But my enemies were just too primitive. Prince Madeline, oh, so this man is just running and gunning down everyone. Sometimes he explodes them instead. Yeah. Talk about Call of Duty. clearly did not understand what kind of threat a gun was. Even when you pointed the barrel straight at them, they showed no reaction. They probably never even had any knowledge of what this weapon does. Princess Madeline, stop dehumanizing these people. Is killing them not enough for you? Apparently not. Because they didn't know how to fear. However, because they didn't know to fear my weapons, it also meant that I couldn't that a peaceful solution was out of question. The dead bodies just kept piling up. Okay. Well, there's a lot of death going on here right now. I was starting to realize that all the men I'd killed so far had strangely similar faces. I had a feeling that I had an idea where that could be. But how was I supposed to even put this? Horobi iku shusoku ka. Saigo no ichinichi. Okay. Let's just put it like this. If you were a tribe headed towards destruction, what would you be spending your last days doing all day? He's saying that there's a lot of... He's saying that those are all... Probably all brothers. It's murder in the family. Oh no. Oh dear. I am getting my cargo back. Thanks, Jude. That was all that mattered for me right now. Shoot, kill, move on. Now that my enemy scanner was working again, it made an easy game out of this. He doesn't say game, that made easy work out of this is what he's saying. Princess Madeline, at least he didn't suggest they were inbreeding, which is where I thought it was going with that. Like, honestly, me too. And honestly, he's not suggesting that is what I'm saying. He's not suggesting that. He's just not outright suggesting it. As the numbers of the men started to thin out, I finally saw a woman mix in with them. The environment I was moving in was starting to look a lot more lived in, and I eventually started even seeing children. They sat in the corners, holding their hands and trembling in fear. There were old men sitting in the corner. There were old people. Okay, old women and... Okay, there were old women sitting in the corners and trembling in fear. They were holding their young children in their arms, glaring in my direction. And mothers... and mothers who were so young that you could still call them girls. And then there were some young men and boys who were looking at me as if I was their mortal enemy. In the end, women holding weapons came dashing towards me. They were holding kitchen knives as weapons. Headshot! It's literally headshot. It's literally headshot in katakana. It's not even subtle anymore. It's just boom, headshot. This is not enough coke for this. In English! I need more wait, I need water. I'm taking water instead. I need more drink. Headshot. Dude is committing a massacre. I hope you're aware of this. Well? Entirely emotionless. I had created an amount. I had created a killing at a scale that I'd never committed before. Mary in the chat, he's going full Anakin and I'm not sure how to feel. Princess Madeline, distressingly aware. Yes. Oh dear. And finally, I arrived at the place where I got a response from Philia. Where I got Philia's reading. Philia's reading. Philia! It was a huge space, a room that was decorated with hang on, a room that was decorated with iron and stone. Yeah, iron and stone. There were only women in that room. And there were many of them. Half of them were standing with their backs to the wall. They were sitting on rocks. Oh. Breastfeeding their children. Oh, wait. Half of them were with their backs to the wall, sitting on rocks, having things in their mouth that looked as if they were meant to be used to breastfeed children. Princess Madeline, what the hell is this room? I think this is a temple. This place felt calmer than the others. It seemed like this was some sort of ceremonial space. And the moment I entered, everybody immediately froze to ice. And the moment I entered, I froze like a deer in headlights. Philia was being pushed down in the middle of the room. Yeah, I think I know what's going on here. She was prone up against the floor. And several women were holding her down. One of them was holding something that looked like a ceremonial, it says staff, but I think, oh, bokjeder. Okay, let's see. Yeah. One of them was holding something that looked like a ceremonial billet. And she was about to thrust it down upon Philia and behead her. Everyday young life. Oh, hi there! Princess Madeline, a bit too on the nose with the tribal imagery here. I mean, fair. Maddie, okay, we're just getting rid of all the possible nuance and straight up making these people savage brutes that perform human sacrifice. Okay, sire, great. I couldn't stop for a moment. I aimed my gun forwards and shot. The people that had been holding down Philia, one after another, without even a scream, fell down. Just a moment later, the women in the room started to scream in despair and run. I ignored all the women that were rushing towards the entrance to get out, and instead dashed to Philia. Mary in the chat, yeesh, this man is way too chill with murder. Damn it, she's passed out. Oh dear. One of her legs was completely crushed. Oh no. Oh. that leg had already suffered several blows, and the red dummy blood from within her was flowing out. The other leg, however, was unharmed. She immediately needed medical attention. But how? It would be easy for a human, but there wasn't such a thing as an android hospital. I had no experience in how to treat someone like her. First of all, I was gathering up okay, hang on. I think I know what he's saying. Hang on. First I made a splint from the trash that was lying around. Princess Madeline, fuck. Yeah, I agree. This was the only thing I could do right now. I wondered if we got out of here, I would be able to find something that I could use to fix up her metal parts further on ahead. But I stopped thinking about it. For now, I had to focus on the escape. I took out a portable stretcher that I had around, and put her body on it. When I was doing this, Philia opened her eyes. It hurts. You're back. You're awake. Jude. Philia seemed dizzy. But at least she was but when she looked around, she sighed. Oh, she gulped. But when she looked around, she gulped. Why are these people dead? Don't ignore them. Are you aware of your surroundings? Did you kill them? Why do you worry about them? They took you prisoner. They were going to use you. He used the word dore here, which means slave. But the thing is, why I said they were going to use her is I'm not sure what he means by slave if they crushed her legs. I don't think slaves are, very useful with crushed legs, but maybe I'm just missing a nuance here. I gave a dry laughter when I realized just how naive and idealistic Philia was being. A slave? Oh, he explains it. They put a neck ring on you, and we're trying to disable your legs completely. Huh? Philia was finally realizing the damage that had been done to her body. Are you hurt? It hurts. It hurts so much, but I think I can bear it. Princess Madeline, oh Jesus, Jude, don't go there. Yeah, I'm starting to realize it too, and, why is this game? Why is this game all ages? Japan? What? Yeah, I get what is going on here, but I don't want to talk about it. There was still, some doubt on her pale face. It seemed that Philia also. It seemed that Philia also had the ability to feel real pain, and her pain threshold seemed to be very low at that. You don't need to delete your messages. It's okay. Princess Madeline, I want to be worried about Philia, but I'm just kind of stuck on how much murder Jude did get to this point, and it's like, yeah, I know. Whew. This is intense. She was complaining about pain, but at very least, it didn't look like she was in absolute agony. Would you be able to walk with a if you had would you be able to walk if you had a stick? I don't think so. Understood. Alright, then I'll carry you out of here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jude. It's alright. Princess Madeline, her pain threshold seemed low. My dude, her leg was shattered, yeah. Sorry, I might be babbling too much. This is a whole lot. No, I understand. This is an intense scene. Holy, I was not prepared. Holy. Okay, I see it. Okay. I see. Now that I had Philia in my, now that I had Philia in my custody again, I put her in the apron type stretcher and attached her to my body. Princess Madeline, our dinner time might not be back before you finish. Honestly, I might stop here because I've gotten pretty far in and there's probably not that much left. I think I'll stop here. I'll stop here for tonight. Ooh, because this was intense. I need a break. Oh dear, that was it. Yeah, this was intense. I'm stopping. Holy. But I like this. This is, I mean, I don't like it, but it is, yeah, it's, oh. Let's save for now. Saved. Whew. I'm locking this so it can't be deleted. Yeah, that was a lot. Next time we're doing the rest until so the line that we need to get through is Sokokaramata. Okay, yeah. The line that we're getting to is still within the escape. It's like, and from then on out, we're using a connecting pathway to get to a different building. So it can't be too far from here. And it's, okay, we've gotten pretty far is what I'm saying. It was a lot. Thank you guys for joining. It was fun, but it was intense. See you guys next time. Bye.